Alright folks, it's one cold morning, but I'm going to do some, it's bicep day. Alright, it's currently 4 o'clock in the morning, and we'll try our best to be quiet as possible because the family is sleeping. Alright, so let's begin. We're going to start off with some inclined dumbbell press, with that dumbbell curls, inclined dumbbell curls. We'll start off with that, then we'll see how the morning is going to pan out. Right, so let's commence. Here's some sauce right here. Get yourself this book, read it as a PDF online, search it up. Good, beautiful sauce right here. Promise you won't regret it. Right, so we're gonna increase the bar. It's a bit too low for me. Like I can bet, like I just want it to be a bit higher. When I put it, maybe like take this right here, maybe put it here, then we put this bar right here, so it can be a bit higher because it's pretty low. I don't wanna lie. So I'm gonna do another set. Then I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but just wait and find out, bro. We're gonna see. Right, boys, so now what we gotta do now is we're gonna first hydrate ourselves, okay? We're gonna hydrate ourselves first. Then I'm thinking of going straight to the barbell, Usually I'll be doing it like first or maybe last, but I just wanna do it like now because I'm thinking we should do maybe like, the barbell first, right? Then we do some push-ups, weighted push-ups. We're just targeting, the bicep, bro, burning it all out. So we're going berserk right now. So that's what I'm thinking, doing the barbell first, 2 sets, right? Then we do some push-ups. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Now, you know what? Let's save the barbell for last, right? Let's save it for last. We're just gonna take our time and actually, build up, the strength, the strength and the, because when you're working out, you're basically breaking your muscle, so you can build up all over again. It's, I think it's compounding. I think it has something to do with compounding effect, etc., etc. But I think somewhere along those lines, I'm not very I don't really know this thing well. I'm not really an expert as far as muscle growth, muscle hypertrophy, right? But I'm still in the process of learning it. I've been lifting weights and stuff, but I still need to understand the whole analogy, understand how it works, and everything about it basically. So yeah, I'll definitely do my research, like when I'm talking to you guys and I'm explaining the benefits, because I know not everybody will go do their research, right? But me, I'm a person who loves doing research and understanding to the core, to the essence of how something functions, or why is something the way it is, why is this like this, why is this like that, you get me? So I'm a very analytical person. I want to get to the core, to the fundamental of the object, of the subject, whatever it is, bro. I just want to understand it to the core. That's the best way to actually to get new knowledge, to acquire new knowledge. You get it to the core, you break it down to pieces, to fragments, right? Then you digest it piece by piece. Then it's gonna be a whole new aspect you've acquired. That's how it works in every aspect of life, not just workouts, whether it be school, whether it be I love philosophy, right? I love philosophy, I love poetry, so you just break it down to the small pieces, then you digest it. Okay, so let's drink some water first, then we're gonna, yeah, what is that gonna do? Oh yeah, so I didn't think of what we're gonna do. Let's do chin-ups, right? We haven't done chin-ups in a minute. Let's do chin-ups, 3 sets, then after that we'll go straight to push-ups, we'll do something else, and then maybe after we do, I think the barbell is gonna be the last workout for the morning. It's gonna be the last workout. So yeah, we'll see, bro. But then let's start with chin-ups, then to the weighted push-ups. Let's go.
I would do it all again, And I really do mean that. I could live this life with you over and over again. Or even one day. Exactly the same as before. Never grow tired of you. Not once. People say it comes out of nowhere. That you'll find them when you're not looking. I always laughed at the cliche. At the idea that it would ever be me. To be blindsided in all the best ways. And maybe this is just the beginning.
One thing that I'm very grateful for is currently how my life is being molded, in a direction that's, well, that's good for me, a direction where I'm basically applying Kaizen, the law of improvement, 1% improvement, every single day, the Japanese philosophy. So that's one thing I'm really grateful for and thankful to God, to the people around me who basically are part of the equation of me being here, they're part of the reason why I'm here, or have the mentality that I have, or the reason why I keep, posting videos on YouTube, just pursuing what I'm doing, perfecting or refining my craft on a daily, because this is more like a mental battlefield, where you have to fight willpower, against maybe procrastination, maybe low self-esteem, all these negative thoughts, these negative emotions, where you have to fight them on a daily because it's a battlefield. This is, I think I saw it on YouTube, maybe a quote somewhere. I don't quite recall well, but it says every single morning when you wake up, you have two people handing you like a key. I don't know if it was a key or they use another thing, but somewhere he says you have two people handing you a key. The first one is the enemy, handing you the key of destruction, basically to ruin your day, for you to do bad stuff, just bad things to happen to you, nothing good at all. And then you have God, where it's more discipline, pursuing your goal, worshiping Him, just on the things that are beneficial for you, your soul, your mental, your psyche, whatever. That's what decision you have to make every single day. Maybe you're unaware of it because you don't want to. Maybe you're doing it subconsciously. When you wake up, what's the first thing you do? Do you go straight to your phone or do you pray first? Do you go straight to your phone or do you do push-ups first? Do you go straight to your phone? Do you read a book? I've been trying to implement this new lifestyle of waking up. I read a book, 2 pages or 3 pages of a book, before I go to school, before I go to work. Sometimes before I go to work, I don't get time because I'll be too tired. But I at least do push-ups or work out, do calisthenics every morning. So that's the lifestyle I want to have. And you should know, if you want to materialize your lifestyle, you gotta first start with your mind. Your mind is where it all begins. Your psyche, the way you process things, that's where it all begins. So in order for you to be the best version of yourself, to achieve great stuff, you need to compound these little disciplines till it becomes great. Compound this little discipline every single day. So I'm great. Of course, I'm not perfect. I still got some flaws. I still got some things that I still need to, eradicate, or I need to remove from my life in order for me to fully achieve my potential. But the little wins, it will compound to some great effect in the future. So that's the whole point, right? Enough talking, G. Let's go, boys. We're about to do some weighted push-ups first. 2 set of those, right? 2 set of those, 2 failure, of course. We don't count. We don't set limits. No, limits are only for losers. Respectfully. If you count, I mean, that's you, bro. But then for me, I don't count. I don't count at all. Limits. We just push our limits every single time till we feel like we can't go no more. Then we stop, right? So let's begin.
ازرعيني ورد جرديني سيف واتركي نسمة في عيون الطيف علميني الصبح وعلميني الليل في ضروع السيل أنا حبيبي
thing you should know, in the process of body sculpting, basically, sculpting your body, working out, etc. and etc. It's bittersweet, bro. It's bittersweet. You should know that you shouldn't think you will always feel motivated or feel like, giving your best. Like today, I'm gonna go to the gym today. I'm gonna go hurt my body, till it can work no more, till it can function no more. No, it's bittersweet. Sometimes you feel nothing, this void within you, but then you do it regardless. That's a discipline you need to have. Sometimes in the morning when you wake up, like when you're still in bed, for instance, you don't want to wake up, but you're forced to wake up anyways, because you have to go to school, you have to go to work, you have to get something done, So sometimes it's not about how we're feeling, but it's more like what we have to do, And as far as working out, same thing applies. You don't have to feel motivated, but I'll be getting people on, especially TikTok. That's where I'm getting more traction, and where a lot of boys are messaging me, DMing me, asking me how long did it take. Bro, I low-key documented everything on this YouTube channel. Everything can be seen here, Of course, when I started the YouTube channel, I was already a bit experienced, because I started working out a while back, but I had lost all my weight due to boxing. I was boxing, and as if you don't know what boxing does, you basically have to lose weight, Which means I had to lose weight. So I was jogging every single morning at 5, and skipping, all those workouts, those strenuous exercises. It just made me lose so much weight. So I was pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Like ecstatic in a way. My body was ecstatic in a way, so yeah. I basically gained weight with the channel. I've gotten bigger, recording everything. I documented every single thing, which I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, just to show how much I've improved. Sometimes I go back to my older videos to see how much I've improved as far as communication, as far as growing. I'm also growing too, So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I'm thinking of doing some dumbbell curls, then we'll do some barbell curls. Maybe one set of dumbbell curls, do something else, then we'll do 2 sets of barbell curls. Alright, so let's do that. Of course, the bicep they can't end without us doing the dumbbell curls, That's impossible. So let's do that, bro. Let's do 1 set, then we'll do something else, 1 set of that too, then we'll do some barbell curl, then we're done for the morning. It's currently 5 o'clock now. It's already been an hour, so yeah, let's keep ourselves hydrated.
One day you finally knew what you had to do and began. Though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice. Though the whole house began to tremble and you felt the old tug at your ankles. Mend my life, each voice cried, but you didn't stop. You knew what you had to do, though the wind pried with its stiff fingers at the very foundations, though their melancholy was terrible. It was already late enough and a wild night, and the road full of fallen branches and stones. But little by little, as you left their voices behind, the stars began to burn through the sheets of clouds, and there was a new voice which you slowly recognized as your own. It kept you company as you strode deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you could save.
One of the greatest tragedies in life is that you will always be loved more than you will ever know. Someone in your class finds your presence inviting and warm, even if you've only exchanged a few words with them, or maybe none at all. Someone on the street loves your smile, and it brightens their path for the next few blocks. Someone you used to be friends with still wishes to fondly call your name. Even someone you were friends with 5 years ago would give anything to be in the same room as you today. Someone who regularly comes into work is disappointed when you aren't there to brighten their day. Someone missed you today. Someone noticed when you were gone. Someone loves you when you're there. Someone loves you when you're nowhere to be found at all. You may think you have always disappeared when you're no longer in the picture, but you've never left the frame.
I just feel really lost and alone right now. Like I don't know what to do with my life. It's like I have this loneliness that I can't run away from. Like this empty void in my heart right now. I'm trying to, hang out with friends, find hobbies, keep myself distracted. And it just kind of feels like nothing's working. I don't know what to do anymore. But I'm gonna keep trying. I'll keep trying something. I do want to believe that things will be okay.
Bro, while I was in the last set, bro, I had an epiphany. Imagine being called a nerdy weightlifter or a nerdy gym lover, or maybe a nerdy body sculptor. No, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not gonna call myself a bodybuilder. It seems like I'm doing it like for, to enter a competition or something. I'm like bodybuilder. Maybe a nerdy body sculptor. A nerdy because I love books, and a body sculptor because, of course, it's self-evident. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys. A very productive morning. It's the best way to start. It's currently 5:30, as you can see here. You see, it's 5:30 right there. It's in the morning. So a very productive way to start the day. I'm not going to school today. That's why I'm able to sleep this late. If I wasn't going to sleep this late. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. The channel is growing. It really means a lot. The motivations, your comments, it's really empowering, and yeah, I'm just glad that I'm motivating you guys to aspire what you want to be. Nothing should limit you. You can achieve so much if you actually put your mind and your soul into it. That's the only way. Nothing can limit you. We all have the same, although we all vary in as far as mind, body, height, anything, but then we've all been given the same opportunity to grow. Growth has been something that has been defined from the beginning. From the beginning when God created Earth, it's been growth from then till now. So growing. The world is evolving. Places have been created. It just growth. That's one thing you should pursue. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, boys. We'll see you today actually, because I'm thinking today we're gonna do leg day, but of course, like in the evening we're gonna do leg day, and yeah, we're gonna destroy our legs again. Yeah, thank you guys. Till next time.